Alrighty. Hello all. Just give me 1 second. Hello all. I'm Hari from Melbourne, Australia. We welcome you all to this amazing program of My Time, day 27. We have a great meditation and great master who's going to join us today. My Time is a very special program during the days of Buddha Purnima, M for meditation and Y for yoga. So it is the time for all of us to unite with ourselves, to become one with ourselves. It's a lovely union. It's a platform which brings us all together to give us an opportunity to be one with ourselves. Let us all utilize this opportunity in meditating together to become one with ourselves, along with outstanding knowledge from many wonderful speakers, and we have a wonderful speaker today as well. Before that, we'll start our meditation today, which would be conducted by Girija Rajan ma'am. So welcome ma'am. I would like to give a small intro of Girija ma'am before we start the meditation. She has started, Girija Rajan ma'am has started or been in the spiritual path as an youngster itself. So she had that idea or understanding of pursuing a spiritual path has occurred at a very early. But 25 years back, she meeting Patriji has changed the shape of the spirituality in her life. And then 5th July 1998, when she sat for meditation, she saw Himalayas in her meditation, which was a real boost to take a meditation regularly, to explore more towards why this happened. And so many third eye experiences happened in a phenomenal way. And she used to share all of them with Patriji, and Patriji rejoiced them. And then she realized her purpose and established many meditation centers wherever they go in India, like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. For all her amazing work that she has done and phenomenal contribution to PSSM and many meditators across the globe, she was awarded with the title of Dhyana Vidvanmani in 2010, and again Dhyana Vidvarista in the year 2018. And she has done so many spiritual episodes in Doordarshan in Tamil, more than 100 sessions in PMC Tamil channel as well, spreading the science of spirituality. Today, we are all blessed to meditate under her guidance on this day of My Time. So with that, I welcome Girija Rajan ma'am. Thank you so much for gracing this event today and make us guide us through meditation. Thank you so much. Over to you.
It's a pleasure.
Namaste, dear friends, dear masters and dear gods. Today is yet another wonderful day because we are starting the day with meditation. Thanks a lot for that wonderful introduction about me. Yeah, it was in the year 1998 that I started practicing Anapanasati meditation. The great way of meditating, the simplest way to meditate. There are no asanas. There are no hard postures that you have to take. It's very, very simple. So every day we are practicing this. And today also, I'm going to guide you into this great meditation. It was brought to this world by Lord Buddha 2600 years back. Before him, who brought it, we do not know. And it would be practiced for some time, and again it will escape from the minds of the people. And again it will be taught by somebody else. That is how Patriji has taken this up, and he has started PSSM, and through that he has conducted many workshops and taught crores of people Anapanasati meditation. Today also we are going to practice that. I'll guide you into that. The posture is very important. Very relaxing posture you have to take. You have to sit comfortably, either on the chair or sofa or on the floor also. But when you sit on the floor, have a sheet and sit over that. Now remove your spectacles if you're wearing one. And those who are sitting on chair or sofa, cross your feet, not your legs, only your feet. You should cross one over the other. And clasp your hands, fingers into fingers. Put them on the lap and sit comfortably. You can take the rest, back rest, and lean on your sofa or chair and sit very comfortably. And relax yourself completely. After this, you have to close your eyes gently, not in a very rigid or tight manner. Close your eyes very gently, and until I say okay, no one should open his or her eyes, because the energy has to stay back with us. Now you have to observe your natural, normal, easy flowing breath within your nose. Breath is such a wonderful action that is happening in our body, without which nobody can survive, without that air going in and coming out. Once that stops, then life is on this earth is finished. So it is a life-giving item. So we have to now observe the breath within our nose. As you observe your breath, the normal, natural, easy flowing breath within your nose, all your thoughts in your mind will vanish. So we are now practicing this to attain that stage or that state where there will be no thoughts in the mind at all, and we'll be accessing lots and lots of cosmic energy into our body, into our energy body. So let us all practice this. Ana means in breath, apana means out breath, sati means to be with these two actions, that is in breath and out breath. So let us all be with our breath. Our breath is our guru, our companion, our friend, who will take us to the center of the truth that lies within us. This is not explored so far. So we are now going to take a journey within us towards the center of truth. Everyone should try to live in truth. Only then the life will be complete. Now, you should remember not to tamper with your breath. No inhalation, exhalation forcibly, and should not retain your breath within or without yourself. So you should be observing only the natural, normal breath that is happening automatically without any effort. Now you are only observing that. It is already happening. We are just observing it. Nothing else we are doing. It's very, very easy, very simple. So it is universally true because anybody can practice this. There are no asanas, there are no hard postures that we have to take in order to do meditation. Now relax your body completely from top to toe and sit comfortably and observe your breath. Now we should not think of any god, deity, or any guru, or anybody for that matter. Even about your own selves, there's no need to think of anything. As soon as the thoughts come into your mind, just brush them away and come back to your breath. Several times we have to do that, coming back to the breath in order to drive away all the thoughts. But do not fight with the thoughts. They will naturally vanish away from your mind once you observe your breath. Your natural, normal breath should be observed. You can feel the breath within your nose. That is called as observation of breath. No concentration, which is very hard. But this is only relaxation, meditation. We are only observing. No thoughts, no tightness anywhere in the body, no pain or anything, no rigidity. Relax. Relax completely. The head portion, the jaws, the shoulders, then the entire lower part of your body. Just relax. Happy time. Be happy and observe your breath. Nothing else to do. A lot of things will happen by itself. Lot of cosmic energy will enter our system that will activate all our energy centers, which are known as chakras. Automatically it will happen. Nothing else we should do. Do not think of anything, not even the chakras, nothing, nothing. No thoughts in the mind, no thought wave at all, no disturbance. So pure and empty, so peaceful, so tranquil. Just enjoy the tranquility, enjoy the peace that reigns in our mind. Enjoy that. Enjoy everything that happens. Because we are accessing cosmic energy. This is the only way to access cosmic energy. When the mind is there, no cosmic energy can enter our body. When there are no thoughts, no mind state, lot of cosmic energy will enter our system. The beautiful method which was practiced and preached by Gautama Buddha and later by Patriji and all the pyramid masters are teaching this every day. So it's a very, very great method to make your mind peaceful, happy, and tranquil. To observe the natural, normal, flowing, soft breath within your nose. You can feel it and continuously feel that without any break. Try that. Initially, it may not happen, but by and by, yeah, it will happen definitely. Practice makes man perfect. So let us go towards perfection. Eyes should be closed. Never to open them until I say okay. Keep on observing. Let us have some music along with observing the breath. let us enjoy music also, so that it will be easy for us to go into no mind state, no thought state, into the meditative state. Okay, friends. Now kindly move here. Okay, friends. Music can be start. We have come to the end of this session. We have come to the end of this session. So, friends, kindly remove your hands and put them on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. You may remove your hands and open your eyes. Let us all clap for meditation. It was an excellent deep meditation. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
And
thank you so much.
welcome. Yeah, welcome Shreans, Daga, for your session. We are all
Thank
waiting.
you, ma'am. Thank you. Good to see you all. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
To
ma'am.
meditate on Patrisa's flute, so it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Yeah, we also enjoyed the meditation. It was quite deep meditation. So
Yes.
it all would have benefited who all had joined. Yeah, I'm hopeful for that. And a grand session for you on this my time. Let it be a grand time for all of you. Thanks a lot.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderful meditation. It was really amazing. Thanks so much. All right. Thank you so much, Shane sir, for joining. So I'm
Thank
Hari
you.
from Melbourne, Australia.
Nice.
So today I'm going to host the session for you. First of all, welcome to this wonderful program called My Time, which we do during the Buddha Purnima celebrations, from meditation day to yoga day. I'll give a short intro to all the participants about yourself. I will be a little informal and formal as well. And I would like to take a few minutes because this session is so special for me personally as well. I'll tell why and a little bit of intro about yourself before I hand over to you.
Sure.
So for all the, thank you. For all the audience, Shreans Daga is a successful entrepreneur, spiritual teacher, and transformation coach, known for his ability to harmonize spirituality with business success and vibrant social life. And he's a founder of Shreans Daga Foundation and chairman of Pyramid Valley International in Bangalore. He dedicates himself guiding individuals and organizations in their path of self-realization. His mission to empower others to achieve their full potential and live abundantly, celebrating life in its entirety, and also drawing from a profound understanding of spirituality, quantum physics, neuroscience, and more. Shreans credits his extensive knowledge to teachings from numerous global spiritual masters. Active within prestigious organizations like the Entrepreneurs Organization and Young Presidents Organization, Shreans shares his insights with entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and visionaries worldwide. He has shared stages with renowned speakers and spiritual masters such as Bruce Lipton, Greg Braden, Jim Quick, and Jack Canfield, many other masters. So with over 3 decades of meditation practice, Shreans has manifested significant wealth, good health, boundless joy in his life. So that's in short a brief intro about Shreans sir. But to me personally, sir, I would like to extend a little bit of intro from my side.
Yes.
I've been meditating from past 25 years along with PSSM Patriji in this journey. And then I have seen you from the time when I was so young. And I was the first joint secretary of this youth group called Pyramid Young Masters Association back then in 2000s, where we literally have to go try for meditation sessions across the globe. And seeing you from a distance, I have seen an outstanding student in you when you're sitting there and meditating. I've seen you and got inspired and learned how to be a student, great student. And when you're on stage, I've learned how to be a spiritual teacher, how gracefully to talk and convey the message. And when you are serving for spirituality, I have seen you, how abundant you are, and then how open you are in, serving doing the spiritual service. And reading your articles and then learning about you, I have seen how successfully you have, achieved your material success as well in terms of running your business, witnessed it. And I happened to meet you in Ladakh with Patriji's session, trip as well. So
Yes.
that was a wonderful trip and great meditations and great experiences we had. So I'll start with a small incident that happened with you, which tells why I'm talking about all this is like they have known your profile, but I would like to tell you what you are through my eyes and my. So I was a young a meditator back then, being a joint secretary of PAIMA. Patri sir has asked us to take a 4-page newsletter called PAIMA Maitreya. Okay. So being students and then having pocket money of hardly 10 rupees in pocket, we had to bring out that newsletter. We brought one or two by asking for donations, but we got this vision of doing taking 1 lakh copies of that newsletter, for which we required 1 lakh rupees. So in 2006 Buddha Purnima celebrations in Bangalore, we all students roaming around collecting 10 rupees, 20 rupees for this newsletter, having just a pure intention that we don't know how it will happen. 1 lakh back then is a big amount. And then, we just roaming around taking money, just having pure intention. And then you came in, and then like we went to everyone, we came to you as well, sharing our vision. Okay. And you said like, oh, that's a great vision. How much will it cost? Said like, sir, 1 lakh. So it's a big thing, but we are trying, thinking that what you will also help us in doing it. Then you called a person next to you and then have written a check and then gave us, and we looked at it. It was 1 lakh rupees, and we couldn't believe. We don't know how much overjoyed we are. You don't know like how much confidence you gave us in uh, like if intention is pure, this is how things happens, is the evidence that you have shown to me and many other people. And then trust me, the some of the people who are there in that group who got inspired by that incident itself are doing great work across the globe today. And some of the greatest masters who are running organizations today, like me, Breath Universe, which it was envisioned by Patriji. So you are an inspiration for many young people like me, and I would like to quickly share the pic that day we took with you. If you
Yes.
can see the screen, uh, we were so young. You are releasing our 4th newsletter back then in Bangalore, and that's behind you was me.
Oh, yes,
So
yes.
it was
Oh my
a great
God.
moment.
Good to see this image. Yeah.
Yes. I just saved it, and with that money, and this was the issue that we have. I'm not sure it is showing up. Let me turn my background off. But uh, so this was the newsletter that we have actually released, Paima Maitreya. So these were all like saved it forever. A silent inspiration, I would say. Like maybe we haven't directly interacted many times, but it you're always a great inspiration. It's not just for me, for many other. So I'm telling this because this session today is a very, very special session for everyone here. And then keep the momentum on. Thank you so much for joining us. It was really great hosting you today. And today our topic is life by design, not by default. Shreans sir is going to share his amazing wisdom and energies to all of us. We are so fortunate to have you here, sir. Over to you. Thank you so much. And sorry for taking a bit longer intro, but it means a lot to me and I guess many other people as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So we went back in time.
Exactly.
Good to see myself so young.
Me too. Thanks.
And my pranams to Rajan sir also. Rajanji is also here.
Welcome, Shreans. It was wonderful, that nostalgic memories of Hari.
Yes.
Yeah. So we hope to hear your wonderful message for the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Hari, I thought I will start with Q&A, and then in the Q&A session,
Okay.
go into that flow of the topic, you know.
Yes, wonderful,
Yeah.
sir.
So
Beautiful.
maybe anybody would like to ask and raise their hands, and then
Absolutely. So yeah, if there's, I'm sure many. So if anyone, yeah, Sunil starts with Sunil from Bangalore. Over to you, Sunil.
Good morning. I'm Sunil. I've been started meditating for last few days, just 15 days, 40 days program, and I joined over there. And I joined there because of my relationship breakout. So how can I design? I mean, whatever the issues comes based on our karma, I have read somewhere. Is that true? And if that is based on karma, how can we break that karma and move it forward? Yeah, this is my question.
right. So yes, so we all are quite ingrained with the belief about karma, but karma is also a free will. Before life, before we have taken a birth in this physical body, it was our free will, right? So whatever you have done in your past life, when you vacate your body, in the last birth, when you die, when you vacate the body, you review your that life, and then understand, oh, this is something I didn't learn, this is something which I wanted to learn, or this is where I made some mistakes, right? Whatever it was your emotional makeout, that imprints, emotional imprints that you carry along with your as a part of your along with your soul. When you vacate the body, you carry those emotional imprints, and through that you understand, oh, this is not something that this is not the load that I want to carry, or I want to continue. So I want to heal myself, right? I want to work on myself, I want to evolve myself. So, and according that, you plan your next life with the help of spirit guides and masters, and sometimes with your ancestors. You plan your next life. And so at that stage, it was a free will. In the past life, it was a karma. But, and when that you did that karma, at that time also, it was a free will. You chose to do that karma, right? So at any stage, karma in the present moment is a free will. When you look at it a past, then we call it karma, right? So, and so in the past life, it was a free will when you were doing it. Then when you review it from your in-between life state, you said, oh, it was a karma, so I did this karma, so I want to learn these lessons, I want to graduate now, I want to move to the next class. And that's how you choose to take again birth on this planet, on the education, on this school called planet Earth. And but in between life set, that was also your free will. You may choose to evolve faster, or you may, so then you plan more challenges, or you may choose to say, oh, I want to take rest, I want an easy life, I want to stay in class. I was in class 2, I'm okay to continue in class 2 for two more lifetimes, or at least this lifetime. So then you might still have an easy life, you know. But if you say no, oh, I wanted to go last life in class 2 to class 3, but I didn't progress. But this time in this life, I want a double promotion. So I'll want to go to class 4. So I will plan more challenges so that I can get more lessons, more learnings. And that's how you plan your lifetime. That's how you plan your relationships, your key relationships in your life. So again, it was a free will, right? Many times, even karma, you plan not because you did something wrong, or because of the lack of understanding, because of your ignorance, you carry those emotional imprints. You felt hurt, you felt angry, just because of ignorance, not because you did something bad, but that anger itself is doing bad to you. You know, the anger itself is making you suffer, not because somebody else did something that happened once, but with anger you keep on suffering again and again, right? So now you want to release that anger, right? So karma is not necessarily that, oh, you did something wrong, but how you internalized your life. It's not about what happened to you externally. It's about what happened within you internally. And that is what you want to, and that change your vibration, right? And now you want to improve your vibration. You want to better your vibration. So, and that's how you design your next lifetime. But the thing is, the moment you are born in the next lifetime, it's like you're born with amnesia. You forget where you came from. Now, when you come here, now you say, oh, it was, then you get into some challenging relationship. And so you say, oh, it was my bad karma. And because of this, I'm suffering. But it's not about bad karma or a good karma. It's about the lessons you learn. And the sooner you learn the lessons, you'll be out of it, because you repeat what you don't repair. If you don't learn the lesson, then you'll keep repeating those life challenges. If not in one relationship, then another relationship, then another relationship. Many times people get into a marriage, and then marriage it's not working out, then you divorce. You go for you have a second marriage, and then the third and the fourth. So the thing is, because you've not learned the lessons, the person may keep changing, but because your attitude has not changed, your behavior has not changed, your belief system, your tendencies, right? Your your emotional patterns, unless that has not changed, you will attract similar situations in your life, which gives you an opportunity to change, right? So that's how. So, and now in this lifetime, you have a free will. Now you have a free will to learn it sooner, or you have to learn it later. You may choose to learn it faster, and the faster you learn, the lesser you will go through those challenges, similar challenges again and again. But if you delay the lessons, then you'll again repeat those lessons, repeat those challenges in your life. You'll same attract those challenges. So again, it's a free will in this lifetime, right? And if you don't learn the lessons, or if you learn the lessons faster, now in your next lifetime, again, you will review it, the same free will. Now you will say it was my karma. So karma, when you see it from the lens of past, it's a karma. But when you see it from a present moment, it's a free will. So it's always a free will, and it always is a probability, and it always can be changed. It's like, karma is like when you design like a blueprint. So you have laid the road for you in this lifetime, but how you walk on the road, how you walk on that path is your choice. You want to walk with joy, it's your choice. You want to walk in pain or cribbing or complaining and in resentment and grievance, that's again is your choice. So how you walk the path is your choice. So it's your choice always, and it's a probability. So karma is a probability. Even from the you chose these probabilities in this lifetime, but you can always choose. You can always alter the probability through your free will, right? Yeah. So it's like, I would say your height is your destiny. Your weight is your free will, right? So this is how it is, So it's always free will. Always in the present moment, it's a free will.
Well, that was a wonderful explanation, sir. So free will plays it's the tip of the pyramid, and then rest all is choices. So thank you so much for being so detailed. Hope that that's answered your questions. We'll go to Manoj. Raise his hand. Manoj Jawahar.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
So height is your destiny, but weight is your free will. Great set. So thank you very much. So my question is, in a one-liner, when I see all moksha is about, we have come as a light beam from somewhere, and ultimately what we are supposed to do is again go back and merge with the light beam and become one with, or that is called mukti kind of thing. But in between, when I listen all these stories, right, mythology stories or old stories, so we have seen that, even with one attachment and one thought, someone has to take a Janma as Jad Bharat and he has to go through entire pains of the physical being again for 100, 125 years. But in a day-to-day proceedings, kind of, we go through a lot of thoughts, actions, and many other things without knowledge, to be frank. And on the other side, I see that a lot of information is there on how to follow the path to wisdom and ultimately reach the goal of being the light beam. So I just want to understand that how we need to have that clarity in day-to-day life, so that we ultimately reach to the ultimate rather than get distracted.
Right. So when you say moksha, moksha is not about something that you get when you vacate the body, right? Moksha is a state of mind. That is what it's a state of consciousness when you achieve, when you in this when you're alive, when you're free from it. Moksha means mukti, right? Freedom, liberation, right? Now, in religion's terms or in mythology, they have said, oh, they plan to control or to make people follow the guidelines. They made heaven and hell. Oh, if you do good things, you'll go to heaven. If you do bad things, you'll go to hell. So that to control the masses, so that to keep them aligned with some core principles of whatever the religion is, right? But actually, heaven and hell is not something, it's a dimension. It is not a place that you go. It's an energy dimension, which determines determines on what energy, what vibration that you vacate your body with. Right? We have sthul we have three types of bodies, right? The sthul sharir, which is also called the physical body, right? Then we have the other are the energy bodies, right? Which is our mental body, our emotional makeup, our intellectual, right? And then the Karan Sharir, right? So when you vacate your body, you go with, so even the physical body you left behind, but you take up the other three koshas, right? Which is Manomay Kosh, Pranamay Kosh, right? So you take those koshas along with you, which is an energetic imprint. Whatever emotional imprints that you have carried in this lifetime, you take it with you. So if you are attached with those things, if you are attached with some challenges or some or a property or a relationship, understanding that, oh my God, I want to go back to the body. Oh, my property, my mother, my children, I don't want to leave them. And you're in that pain. And so that is where you experience hell. Because you can't enter the body, but still you want to go back and you're not able to go back. Your energy is very dense. Your vibration is very attached to those things and you experience that. But if in your lifetime, in the physical lifetime, if you know that, oh, I am a visitor on this planet, I am a spiritual being, came here to have a physical experience, right? We are not physical beings. Yeah.
Is it everything linked to how we vacate the body then? I mean, when we vacate the body at that moment, how we behave or how we think really matters for the next life or, next incarnation?
It is not just how when you vacated the body. How you will think while vacating the body also depends on how you have progressed during the life, right? You cannot say that, I'm going right now in peace, but all my life I was attached with things. So the moment you vacate the body, you will be at peace. Yes, it will help you. Of course, it's always good. But what I'm trying to tell you is you will still carry those emotional imprints and you will still try to get attached to those things. So moksha is dropping the attachment while in this physical body. And that's why we came to physical planet. To learn that. So like Jesus said, to be of the world, to be in the world but not of the world. दुनिया में रहो पर दुनिया से फिर भी अलग रहो, दुनिया से फिर भी मुक्त रहो. Like I'll give you one more analogy. like the whole world is like a milk. Like the whole world is like, say, water, and we are like milk. Now, when you add water with milk, it mixes with each other, right? Milk and water becomes one then. But when you meditate, when you drop your identity, when you drop your ego self, when you drop your personality, when you become nobody, no one, nothing, nowhere, no place, no time, then when your mind is still, then the milk turns into a curd, right? It's like that. And then curd, say, you make, what comes out is butter. Now, butter, when you add into the water, the butter will still float. So it is in the water, but still it is still floating on the water. So with meditation is a practice to again connect, dropping your identity. When you drop your identity, you connect to your larger aspect of your being, which is your consciousness, right? Which is when you connect to your soul, your consciousness, then you experience your expanded consciousness. You don't become little. We become little actually by our identity, but we are belittling ourselves. But when you lose your identity, you experience expanded consciousness. It's like when the wave realizes, oh, it's an ocean, right? And so, and when you realize that I am an ocean, then you know what is there to identify with these small things. I am much larger than my relationship. Though I came here to do these roles, but it is only my role. I am a father. Oh, it's a role I am playing as a father in this lifetime. Oh, I am an Indian. I am an American. This is the role I am playing in this lifetime. But we identify with our role so much. Oh, this another country is my enemy. I'm a doctor or I'm a businessman. But we forget that we are just playing small roles in this lifetime. We are only a visitor on this planet, right? And it's like you go to a hotel and you claim that, oh, this room is now mine. I'll not leave it. And if with that mindset, if you start living, you'll be full of misery. You'll say, oh, I didn't like this curtain. Oh, I didn't like this furniture. And you'll be full of misery, right? And complaints. But if the mindset is of a visitor and you don't see as your own house, then you go, oh, you are only here for 1 night or 2 nights. How does it matter? You'll enjoy and then you leave, right? Or another analogy I'll give you is like on a railway station, if the train is passing, but the moment, say, a station comes, say Bombay, and you say, oh, this is where this Bombay is me. This is where I belong to. This is me. This is Bombay is me. But you're only a passenger passing through. You don't say, oh, this is me, right? So, but we as human beings, the moment we come and as we start growing up, we're developing more and more identities. We start fastening ourselves with more and more identities. And then we forget that, oh, we are a spiritual being, came here just for a human experience, just to learn our lessons. And we identify so strongly, right? That it leads to attachment. So there's no problem with the world of things. There's no problem having a good car. But the moment you say, oh, it's my car, on pen and paper, it may be your car. But the moment you identify that, oh, it's my car, then the same car which was giving you pleasure becomes, if somebody bangs the car, now it's giving you pain because it's your identification with the car. The car is not giving you pain, right? It is your identification which is giving you pain. Because you identified it is mine, led to your attachment. The moment you drop identity, the attachment will drop away. The moment the attachment will drop away, you're enjoying the car, but yet you're free from it. That is moksha, right? You're free from it. You're enjoying your relationships, yet you're free from it. You're enjoying your parenthood, yet you're free from it. So in every aspect of your life, it is about how much degree of freedom you are getting. And it is always in degree. It's always a spectrum. It's never about, oh, today I'm 100% in a state of moksha. right? And in different aspects, we're in different things, For me, maybe I'm able to feel materialistically, I may be able to feel more detached, but maybe in terms of my relationship with my maybe a wife or my children, I'm not so detached yet. So that level of identity in different aspects of your life, as you grow, as you evolve, as you get this understanding, as you are able to not identify with all these aspects and know that this is all transitionary. How can you identify with something which is transitionary, right? Which is momentary. Even our age, even ourselves, we were different when we were 15. We don't remain the same child, right? When we were adult at the age of 30, we're somebody else. Even our age, even the time is not is temporary, right? It's transient. Now we are different when we are 50 or 70, right? So nothing is permanent. Only what is permanent is your consciousness. That has been there with you from lifetimes. So if you really want to identify with something which is permanent, right? Because that is not going to betray you. But we are identifying with bubbles of water, which is so transient. It is there today and tomorrow it is not there. But the moment you understand that anything which is transient, anything which is impermanent is going to go, no matter how big a palace you make. But then we go to museums, right, to see, oh, one day this king who was ruling the whole world, whether it was Alexander or Napoleon or whoever it is, now they are in museums, so eventually everything is, so if you know that, oh, this is my temporary identity, temporary roles I'm playing for evolution, then it becomes a tool for evolution. Otherwise, we become attached, and then we get into that vicious cycle of pain and misery and expectations and projections and then rejections and then separations, and then we get trapped. And that is the same state you carry when you die, when you vacate the body. Just because you died, all of a sudden you don't become smart, right? You still carry that attachments, and that is the pain. That is hell. But suppose you have gotten this understanding, and meditation is a great tool, because meditation is a practice of death every day. Every time you meditate, you practice dying, because every time you meditate, you lose your identity. The moment you observe your breath, the moment you become no mind, you lose your identity, right? Our identity exists because of our mind. The moment there's no mind, there's no identity. Even the past and future exists because in thoughts only. The moment you are no thoughts, no past, no future. You're in the present moment, right? So our identity, when the moment your identity is gone, you become in tune with your consciousness, right? You rest in your consciousness, and that is the barrier between us and our consciousness. Is these emotional patterns, these identities which we have built up. The moment you drop the wall of that identity, Satya Chit Anand is a natural state. Pure bliss is a natural state. That is a natural state of our consciousness. And we become one with that. We experience that state. And the moment you experience that state, you realize that you start dropping the attachments. Because you know that these are all transited. This is what gives me inner joy. My happiness does not depend on outside. Right? My happiness depends on inside. You change the equation. Today, we're all doing something so that for an emotional payoff, right? Oh, if I do this, then I'll be happy. If I do this, then I'll be happy. And we keep postponing it, right? Oh, the moment you think, oh, I will go on the vacation, then I'll be happy. The moment you reach there, now you plan another vacation. Or you think, no, oh, I'm missing my work. I'm missing my friends back home. So you always postpone it. And that has become a relationship with time. We always postpone our happiness. But why not take a shortcut? Why not go and get happy now? And that happiness is already within us. Right? We confuse that outside. What we think is happiness is actually pleasure, temporary pleasure, temporary happiness, which is just pleasure. And we confuse that pleasure for happiness. But the true happiness is already within us. We are sitting, we are carrying, it's like a treasure of happiness is within us, and we are begging for it outside in this expensive shops or in some expensive bottle. We are trying to outsource it, where the source is already within us. That source is the ultimate resource. But we're not doing that, right? And that's why, and because we're not doing that, because we believe that my happiness lies outside of us, lies in my relationship, lies in my car, it lies in my house. That is why we become attached to it. Because we think that is the primary source of happiness. But the moment you change the equation, the moment you meditate, the moment you realize that my primary source of happiness is within me, and you experience that happiness, then everything else becomes a secondary source. When it becomes a secondary source, then you become free from it, because you know that now you're no more attached to it. If it is there, it's good. If it is not there, you're still good, because your source of happiness is within you. And then the attachment naturally drops away. And that is a state of liberation. That is real moksha. And that is what you experience. That is what you came here to master in only through physical body, only in three-dimensional reality. Because the void, when you're in the higher realm, the void is devoid of experience. And unless we experience it, how do you know you have mastered it? If you think, oh, you have a great stamina, right? But unless you go out and run, how would you know that the stamina is good or not? So we came on this planet to test ourselves, to experience ourselves, to master our connection with our consciousness, right? And that mastery can only be achieved in the physical dimension, in this three-dimensional reality. But then the whole the thing is, the way to live is to be there, to be in, as Jesus said, be in the world, but not of the world, right? But we come here and slowly we become of the world, right? Thank you.
Outstanding answer and detail. I would say, like, you know, the analogies that you gave have, logicalized many of the very core topics. So thank you so much. There are a few questions. We'll go by order, probably. Shinu online. I saw your hand raised in chat. There, Shinu. Okay. So now we'll go to the question by Preetu. How can someone transition from living life by default to intentionally designing their life? What are the key elements or decisions? Is it like having a clear purpose of life? Does this help in designing our life? If so, how to find our life purpose? How to know our life purpose is the question from Preetu.
Right. So we all in this planet Earth, it is governed by one law, which is law of attraction, right? Universe will match everything according to your vibration, right? So how you think and how you feel, you broadcast an electromagnetic signature to the quantum field, and then that's how you draw the events back into your life. So your vibration depends on your thinking, on your thoughts, on your emotions, right? So your thoughts send the signal out, but it is the feelings which draw the event back. Many times we're thinking positive, but we're feeling negative. We're thinking abundance, but we're feeling lack. We're thinking of a great relationship, but we're feeling hurt. We're feeling angry. So the mastery is to how to combine our thoughts with those corresponding elevated emotions. Once you marry your thoughts with the emotions, then you change your vibration, and then everything, the universe matches everything according to that vibration, right? And that's how you draw things and attract things into your life. So what we have come here is to master is the mastery over our thoughts and emotions. That is the highest form of human mastery. That is what makes us different from animal beings, and human beings, right? That we have a faculty to master our thoughts, master our emotions, from fear-based emotions to love-based emotions, from survival-based emotions to creative emotions, right? So that is where I think the human potential lies. And again, the best tool is meditation, because meditation helps you to transform your thoughts, transform your emotions naturally, without even thinking, oh, I have that anger in me. When you meditate, when you connect to your consciousness, when you drop your identity, your anger is because of your identity. Every time you meditate, you drop your identity. Every time you meditate, you connect to your consciousness. And that consciousness leads to a transformation of your emotions. And then we think equal to our emotions. That emotions will lead you to sponsor the thoughts according to your emotions. You think differently when you're upset and angry. You think differently when you're joyful or calm or composed or well rested, or when you have had a good sleep or a good meditation. You think differently, right? So we always think equal to our emotional state. Psychology is about changing your thoughts with the help of thoughts. Spirituality is about changing your emotions, which leads to change to your thoughts. Right? So that's why many times, and both are great tools, but a lot of times psychology takes time. And I think it's a good combination of both. If you do both, but spirituality is a direct, directly go connect to drop your identity, connect to your consciousness, change your emotional state. When you experience pure love, pure joy, pure happiness, you'll change your thoughts also. And what you feel about is what you bring about in your life. That feeling a state produces that state. And the beauty of life is you don't need to do anything actually. Our whole job is to change ourselves emotionally. Right? Because everything that we do in our life, everything that we want to manifest in our life is for an emotional payoff. Or if I do this, then I'll be emotionally this, right? We're all chasing same few emotions: happiness, peace, joy, bliss, feeling of love, feeling of uh, belongingness. We are all looking for the same common emotions, right? But we get the same emotions when we connect to our inner being, to our inner source. And when we experience that, now the beauty is law of nature, the law of attraction says, oh, this is your vibration, this is your emotion, this is a vibration. So let me bring things into life. Let me orchestrate people, places, things, times, and events into your life, which will produce more of these emotions in you. Right? So when things change inside you, things change around you. Right? And so our whole job is to change things inside you, and the rest is followed. Our job is not to physically manifest. Our job is to emotionally manifest. If we have emotionally manifested, physical manifestation will follow. Then it is that vibration which calls for action, which will give you that inspiration, that motivation to act according to your vibration. We always act according to our vibration. Right?
Absolutely, sir. So thank you so much for doing the
And
light on that.
another part of coming to the purpose. Yes, when you connect your inner being, because your soul knows your purpose. Your ego may not know your purpose. Your ego will keep changing you depending on in which situation where you are. Ego is very it makes you act very, very smartly depending on where you are. When you talk to say a big politician, you'll be very calm and quiet and very humble. When you are talking to a servant or somebody or your subordinate, all of a sudden you're speaking with a lot of pride and arrogant and authority and dominance. Same personality. You meet a big person, you are submissive. You meet somebody who has less power than you are authoritative. So ego can keep changing according to which role you're playing. Right? Ego will keep changing. Even your goals will keep changing. Depends when you are at what age are you in, right? When you're college, our whole job is to get the best results, to get to best university, then they get the best job. And that's how you keep changing, right? But what is constant, what is important is the state of being while you're doing whatever you're doing. So the focus is not about what you're doing. What is your underlying emotion? What is your underlying state of being, what you're doing from what you're doing, what you're doing? Your doing will keep changing depending on the situation. But your state of being should always be from the joy. I'm not doing because I'll become happy. I'm happy and now I'm doing. Doing is only a follow-up. I'm already happy. And that's what meditation helps you, right? First you become happy and then you wake up and then you're doing what you're doing. Right? So and when you when you connect to inner being, you'll also find your purpose. Because true satisfaction comes from that. Otherwise, you may have all the material abundance, which is great, but then what if there's no content? See, success without satisfaction, success without content is the ultimate failure. Unless you have content, what is the point? But when you're aligned with a purpose, then you love what you're doing. Then you're not waiting that, oh, one day that will happen. Then this once you achieve that goal, or then you will be happy. The journey becomes the joy. Then you're happy every step of the way. The journey is the joy. And the goal, in my mind, the goal is the journey is the goal. If the journey is unhappy, when you even get the goal, when you achieve the goal, you will still be unhappy. Because now being unhappy has become your habit. All of a sudden, you will not drop that habit. And even if you have that goal, now you'll find some another reason to become unhappy. Right? So the journey has to be of joy. And that is what spirituality does. When you connect to a spirit being, the journey becomes joy. And what you see as matter also came from spirit. So there's no difference between material and spirituality, actually. Yeah.
Oh, that's outstanding. I always see myself whether I'm joyful in what I'm doing, because that's the measure of whether I'm connected to my purpose every minute or not. And that's beautifully explained. Thank you. So next, Simi from Melbourne, Australia. Okay.
Hello, Shreans sir. This is Simi. I'm really privileged to be on this screen with you. You are the Shah Rukh Khan of our Pyramid Valley Spiritual Society. I love you from core of my heart, because I started meditating with your guided meditations. I'm that नटखट बच्चा जो माँ बोलती है कि सब कुछ तो है तेरे पास, अब मेडिटेशन कर, and I'm like मेरा ध्यान नहीं लगता. And then she said one day कि अब तू मेडिटेशन कर, आज मैं तेरे को एक वीडियो भेज रही हूँ, उसको फॉलो कर. मैंने बोला एक और वीडियो? No. I'll do it, mom. She said नहीं, आज कर तू. And it was your guided meditation she sent me. And that was the day I've been meditating. And even my daughter, who's 22 years of age, who still is like kind of, finding that path, and she has statements which she used to give कि लोगों को spiritual psychosis हो जाता है. So she had an experience where she had her tonsils taken out, and we put your meditation while she was right out of the hospital, and she was in a lot of pain. And I said to her कि Pia, that's her blessed name, कि तू ये meditation सिर्फ लेटे लेटे सिर्फ सुन और देख क्या होता है. कुछ भी नहीं होता तो भी करने दे मुझे. So we just put it there, and from that day, whenever she's unwell or something, we play that guided meditation for her. And because you've done it in English, so it has really helped a lot of videos for people like her. And because of your English meditations, it has connected us to more people in Australia from different, countries. Because if I'm able to tell them, pass the link, they start calling up and coming up, and we are doing meditations together. So you're always in that in Melbourne. So whenever you are here, I would love to meet you.
Sure.
Thank you so much, so much. Lot of
And
love
I
coming
also
to you.
invite you to India. Whenever you are in India, come to Pyramid Valley.
Whenever I'm in India, I will come to see you specially.
Lovely.
I'm not going to come there and make a trip on the way. No, I'll be coming to see you specially.
Sure.
So thank
My
you
pleasure.
so much. Thank you. Thanks a lot to be sharing all this wisdom with Anatkat Simi. Thank you.
That's
Thank you
the
so
whole
much.
idea, right? The whole spirituality is to become nutcut, to become childlike again, right?
Oh, I don't know. I'm very nutcut. Thank you.
Likewise.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you.
Love you too.
Thank you so much, Simi. Thank you. So, with that, I would also take the lenience here to invite you to Australia very soon, sir. Hopefully, one day your presence is required across the globe. So,
No, I'm actually, our next bucket list with our family holiday is Australia. So we'll be,
locked.
yes.
We are locking you, sir. So your program is confirmed. It's just about, we'll be in touch, and then we're planning something really big very soon. So
Sure.
we'll be in touch with you. Your presence is going to be really means a lot. Thank you. Next, Richa.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah, Richa, hi.
Hello. Sir, my question is, like, I was reading recently a book of Jasmine on Breatharianism, like how to be Breatharian and, all the information. So it was written in her book, like, if it is really part of your blueprint, it will reveal or it will come. So it made me think, how do we know if it's part of our blueprint or not? How would that be revealed? And can we still change our blueprint if we want to?
Right. So, yes, you can always change your blueprint also if you want to. And anything this is connected to your path, passion, or purpose, you'll be drawn to it. You'll see what you're drawn to, right? Like Jasmine is a great master, and she's a great friend, guide to me also. And she's been coming to Pyramid Valley for many years. And of course, she's from Australia. So her passion, her path is Breatharian, right? So you will see, like for me, it is not my path. This is not something which I though I eat one meal a day, but that is where I feel, oh, this is good for me. I want to enjoy food. I don't want to leave food, and but if you are drawn to, so what you are drawn to, you have to see what you are drawn to, what excites your spirit. And that is what will tell you whether it is a part of your blueprint or not, whether you're connected to that or not. Like some people enjoys music and they're drawn to music. Some people enjoys dance, they are drawn to dance, right? So then whatever you're drawn to is connected to your path, passion, or purpose, right? And the best barometer is what is does it feel exciting? Does it bring a smile on your face? The very thought of it brings a smile on your face. So and then enjoy what you're doing, right? Like my wife is a dancer. She dances for 2 hours every day, but she enjoys every moment. So the teacher comes. She's a lot of hard work, but then she enjoys every moment, right? So it's not a pain for her. So then whatever you're doing will be exciting for you. That means that is connected to your path, passion, purpose. So that is how you would know it. But you have to see what resonates with you. See, if you you have to also see, doesn't mean somebody's path is not necessarily your path, or not necessarily can be right, need not be right for you. My path may not be the best path for you, right? Like Jasmine's mission is Breatharian, which is, and I honor that, and I take inspiration from that, because that shows our human potential, what human possibility is of. But that possibility changes my belief system for something else, So I take inspiration from that, but it need not be, oh, I need to be hungry, or I need to be without food, right? Because it's not the other way. It's not about you abandon food. And it's because you change your body to a way to shift your consciousness in a way where you're living, you move to an alternative source of energy. And that's why your body doesn't need that energy. So, and then you're not eating. That's why you're not eating, not the other way around, right? Otherwise, we'll kill ourselves, right? So you have to see, we have to always see what resonates with you. See, if you go to a homeopath, you'll say, oh, homeopath is the best thing. If you go to allopath, you say, oh, allopathy is the best thing. If you go to an astrologer, he says, oh, astrology is your whole life is about astrology. Yeah, if you go to a spiritual meditator, I'll say, oh, everything is just meditation. Just meditate and everything will fall in place. So, see, everybody will beat the drum of their own story. What transformed them? What helped? I'm teaching you what helped me in my spiritual journey. But you have to customize we are all unique. We are not same. We're all unique beings. You have to customize and say, oh, what resonates with me? Okay, maybe meditation is not for me. Maybe I'll go into the path of just self-inquiry. Who am I? Right? Even my spiritual path could be just a part of self-inquiry. I want to be more aware of my every thought, word, action, and not close my eyes. And that is what like Raman Maharshi was, right? Or J.D. Krishnamurti was. Not about meditation, but just about self-inquiry. Again, that is a path. Right? So different modalities. So we all have to see what resonates with you, what works for you. Sometimes you can try, When I was a child, I remember I used to go to Brahma Kumaris, because in my small town, my neighbor, it was in my neighborhood, that center of Brahma Kumari. And then I used to sit there with my eyes open. Children used to go and play, and I'll take some half an hour extra from that playtime, and I'll go and sit there and wonder, what's going on. But somehow I said, no, this is not making me change something. This is not making, but the moment I started doing with my closed eyes meditation, then I realized, oh, this is what works for me. Open eyes meditation is not working for me. So, or my religious background where mantra chanting and this and that never worked for me. So you have to see what works for you. And that is my advice for everyone, and that's what I like to follow.
So if there's obviously if there are challenges, a lot of challenges coming to follow certain path, so that doesn't mean it's not part of your blueprint. It's just like you need to put extra effort in it.
Actually, if it's a part of a blueprint, it will not face much challenges. That itself will tell you whether it is easy or not. That does not mean that you don't have to practice it. It's like, if you want to become a guitarist, you'll still put in hard work. You still need to practice guitar. But when it is a part of a blueprint, it will come easy to you. All of a sudden, you'll meet some friend, you'll take inspiration from that friend, and he'll introduce your teacher. And then you have a good guitar teacher, and you're learning it, and you're enjoying it. So the journey becomes very effortless. But when the journey is of a lot of effort and hard work and pain and it's become like a drudgery, and it's like you're carrying a weight on your shoulder, that means maybe it is not for you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And this is how I take the clue from life. You have to see what resonates with you, but this is what I like to take the clue. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Beautifully explained. Thank you so much, sir. What works for us is something that we always have to question. So that's great. I think in the interest of time, I'm not sure how much time you have. We'll take another 2 to 3 questions, or
I'm okay with time. So
okay, great.
So we can take 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I'll go with the people who are on a video. So Chetna ji. Yeah.
Hi, Shreans.
Hi, Chetna. Good to see you.
Same here. You're my platinum.
Yesterday I came. I missed you for breathwork.
I know. I saw it on YouTube and I connected on YouTube. I was not in the frame to join directly, so I avoided that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I hope you know what my situation is right now. I even wrote to you last night, around
Is
12.
it? I've not read it. Oh, I've not read it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mailed it to you
Yeah.
last night. I lost my pet 2 days back. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
And I was very, very deeply connected to him, a
Yes.
pet cat. So
Mm.
I don't know what is happening. Uh, Having learned about all that soul plan, soul contract, and after that, when that is one thing had brought a lot of, power and strength within me. And I thought that I was in control of my life. Now I can deal with my situations much better, not going, reacting the way in a very sensitive manner, which I used to be doing earlier. So, but when this situation has come, I've again gone back to the same thing. Maybe it has come a little later compared to what it used to be before. More so with my pets, now I have two. They are both stray pets, stray cats, and they just happened to enter our house without any inclination from our side. It was all very, very clear that it was our soul plan that they had to come
Yes.
into life, like,
Yes.
right? Because it was nothing planned. I have always dreaded the thought of having a pet just because of this, that I know one day they are going to leave and I'm not going to be able to, cope up with that loss. And this loss has come a little too early, too soon, as to compared to what I was expecting. He was just about 8.5 years of age. I was hoping perhaps 4, 5 years more he'll be with us. Anyways, whatever happened has to happen. The question is, now I'm not able to cope up with the thing. I'm again gone back to the same grief. While I hoped that I will be, ever any such thing comes, I'll be more in control with myself, having learned about all the soul plans and soul contracts. But here I am at the same zero level, perhaps. So I don't know how to cope up with this.
But sometimes it's good to grow with the grief. Emotion in itself is not negative. We judge it, right? And what you resist, you persist. So it's fine. Just go through it. Just embrace it fully, and you'll be out of it. The more you say, "Oh, I'm in control. I want to resist it," you have all the understanding.
Yeah.
That knowledge will will help you come out of it very soon. Maybe probably earlier it was, oh, you would have been in that grief for maybe whatever time, maybe 6 months or 2 years. Yeah. And now maybe in 10 days or 15 days, you'll be out of it. But it's okay to go through that grief. It's fine. That is how we are made up with all flavors of emotions, right? And you cannot say, oh, one flavor is better and one flavor is not. And the value of joy comes from grief. The value of joy, the value of light comes from darkness, right? It doesn't make anything better than another. So it's just that it's a part of the process. It's a part of human experience. Yes, we acknowledge that attachment. We acknowledge that attachment, and we go through it and embrace it fully. And when you embrace it fully, you'll be able to release that. Then the understanding draws in very fast.
You
What
mean
so it's okay.
embracing the feeling of grief?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine to go through the grief. It's fine to go to. If tears are coming, it's okay to cry, right? And then also become the trigger for another. Maybe we have a grief in us, not just because of that. That cat become a trigger for the emotion of grief, which needs to be let out in us. So let that come out. Let it release. Tears, don't hold on to your tears. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's fine. That's our strength. That's not our weakness. I personally envy people who cries, because I wish I can cry so easily, because for me crying is a challenge. So
I
so
cry
so
at a drop of head.
no, so it's fine. It's fine. Tears is just an expression, yeah, and it's becoming childlike. That is the beauty. That is what spirituality is all about: becoming childlike, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, we have that understanding, though, that pet is a soul, And the pet, the fact it lived in a family environment, in a domestic environment of so much of love, and it is a huge progression for the pet. As human beings, next lifetime we live this human being, we'll might go as human beings. But for a pet, from an animal lifetime, it is a huge transition to straight jump into a next lifetime as a human lifetime. So it's a great progression for the pet, right? And you've been instrumental in that, and which is amazing, right?
Yeah, this I noticed, Shreans. He used to be very, his instincts used to be very animalistic in the beginning. But later he became so much like us. His eyes would speak the way, I mean, like every emotion would be, depicted and expressed through his eyes. And it was so beautiful to connect with that, being. It is a progression for me as well. He taught me that unconditional love for the animals. Before that, I only love for any animal I ever had was for a domesticated dog. But he taught me the love for any and every animal, and even a small insect I am drawn to, I can connect to that person. So he was very instrumental in bringing those feelings and emotions into me. So I stay indebted to him for all these feelings that he's awoken in me and made me a better human being.
Right. And also pet teaches us unconditionality, right? They teach us, and that's why human beings, many times the closest relationship becomes so transactional, because projection, there's a judgment, there's a calculation, negotiation, expectation, rejection, right? Separations. So, but pet is so unconditional, right?
Yeah.
And that is the beauty, and that's what we learn from that. That is what we take inspiration from them. So what I'm saying is that there's no problem with the grief.
Mm.
When you are not, we don't have the spiritual understanding, then we grieve and we feel sorry for the pet.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my God, poor pet, it died so early. Here, but now that we have the understanding, we don't feel sorry for the pet, because we know for that soul, it's a progression, it's a release. Right? It's like, if you are wearing a tight shoe, if you're wearing a tight shoe for 10 days, and then after 10 days I tell you to open the shoes, and you open the shoes, what a relief it is, right?
Yes, very true.
So for that pet, it is that relief.
Yeah.
And with around it human beings, in close proximity to the human beings, it is his next life as human beings. So it's a huge progression for the pet. So at one point we have to celebrate what that pet is going through, the transition which pet is going through.
Yeah.
At the same time, you are feeling the grief, which is your grief.
Yeah.
For you, not for the pet. For your belongingness to the pet, or the attachment to the pet, which is what. So, and we embrace that. That is fine. We embrace our humanness, which is fine.
Great. Thank you,
Right.
Shan. After writing to you last night, so I thought I'll be attending some session in the morning, and this is the group for, like, there are 1,000 groups perhaps, and this is the group I just clicked, came in front of my eyes the moment I woke around 5-ish in the morning. And when I clicked and I saw you are coming, I was like, what a blessing. I could not connect with you yesterday, so you are here for me only, I think. Thank you so much for being here and
And
giving.
coincidentally, Shweta Gupta, Agra, 2 days back, she also lost the pet.
Okay. Oh
Yeah,
God.
her dog. Yeah.
Oh God. So we are both sailing in the same boat.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Shans. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. I think the punchline today, something that I loved in this is, like, sometimes it's good to grow with grief. That's something that we all have to learn to embrace grief, because no one is exceptional. Every lesson may come, and one of the lessons experience could be grief. So that's greatly explained. Thank you so much for that.
See, emotion is see, we judge it negative, positive, right? But it's just an emotion. Grief is also an emotion.
Exactly.
Now, only thing is, now that we're spiritual, we don't add any stories to that emotion. Like, Emotion in itself is not unhappiness. Emotion plus an unhappy story is unhappiness. So now you don't add any that unhappy story to it. But emotion, you don't resist anything. It's all about acceptance. The whole spirituality is about acceptance to everything. There's no resistance. You drop the resistance completely.
Yeah.
In everything, there's a complete acceptance. Only when you accept pain, you'll also accept joy.
John. True. Very true.
Because the nature is of acceptance. It is not about the pain or the joy. The nature has become of acceptance. If the nature is of rejection, is of abandonment, then then you will also abandon joy.
Yes.
Then you will find a reason to abandon that and find some new reason some new reason will come. Then you will be joyful. So it is about your nature is of acceptance.
Right. Absolutely. No, that's outstanding and very helpful, I should say, Sarfarmini. Thank you. We'll take two more. We'll try, and then Kanchan Ji from Melbourne.
Namaste, Shreans sir. Namaste, Hari sir as well. Thank you so much for giving us opportunity to speak with Shreans sir. Shreans sir, thank you so much. Sir, the very first thing, as Simi said, I think we most all has grown up in this part in the beginning of our life, spiritual beginning. We started with your meditations and we had grown so far. Like we are all doing good, and specifically our youngsters and teenagers, they are connecting with your app. Availability is making very easy and very handy for everyone. So thank you so much for making things available for each one of us. And sir, one more thing, we are doing as an our work with PSSM team here in Australia, and with the help of Hari sir and your meditation, we had played lot many times in the regular 21 days and all, and everybody is connecting so well with you, so well. Literally, we wanted to have you in Australia, your support as in a great master. Australia needs you online, offline, sir. Please provide us
Now
the
that
support.
I know I have a good reason to come to Australia.
Yes, sir. We all are waiting. We all are waiting. Just give us a time, sir. We all need you. Like Australia needs great masters now. Though we all are doing work on this platform, but yes, we need masters like you on the platform now. So, sir, we invite you on the behalf of everyone, even Hariji. We all are trying to have you on this platform.
Sure, we'll plan.
Now, sir, I would like to ask one question here. In the book, when I was reading this year's soul plan, most of the time the word was coming personality and the soul. Like the personality also carry the things or the emotion or the expressions or something like the experiences with it when it vacate the body. So how the personality and the soul are different and related to each other?
Very good question, and a very deep question actually. So yes, so we see soul is. Let me give you an example of, say, a screen. Right? You go for a movie, and the movie is played on a screen. Right? Now, while the movie is played on a screen, in the movie, say Mahabharata is going on, and Krishna is giving lecture to Arjuna, and or say Arjuna is fighting or killing maybe his cousin, and the blood is flowing. Now, will the screen get stained with blood? No, right? So that is what the soul is. The soul is pure consciousness, right? But while you're in the movie, you forget the screen. While we are in the three-dimensional reality, while we are so obsessed with the world of things, so outwardly driven, we forget consciousness. We think that, oh, it is the waking world, and then it is all about doing this and that. So suppose somebody is not aware of the screen, and the first time if he has gone to a theater and somebody asks, his friend, oh, where is the screen? Oh, you mentioned about, somebody mentioned about screen. Where is the screen? He said, oh, it is behind Krishna. Oh, behind Krishna is Arjun. No, it is behind Arjun. Oh, behind Arjun is a chariot. So the person is ignorant of the screen, right? Oh, behind chariot. Oh, behind chariot is the war going on. Is a battlefield. So because the screen is not visible, we forget that there's a screen. But that is the soul, that is the consciousness underlining all these states, whether it is your waking up state. It's like, again, when you go to sleep, it's in the sleep state, you see dreams. But the moment you in the dream, you feel it's so real. But the moment you open your eyes, the dream is gone, right? And then you realize, oh, it was a dream. The same way, when you vacate your body, your waking state will look like a dream to you. When you vacate your body, oh, it was a dream. It actually, it was just a role that I was playing, right? When in a movie, you just play a role, but when you play a role, you don't feel, oh, I'm actually that. If Amitabh Bachchan is playing a role of a drunkard, that does not mean that in real life he feels he's a drunkard. He knows that it's a role he's playing. So the idea is those roles are a personality. Those roles are our ego self. And in ego self, we have multiple personalities, right? You have a different personality as a mother. When you go to office for work, you have a different personality. When you go to buy a product, you have a different personality. When you're sitting in an airline in an economy class, you're a different personality. When you're sitting in a business class, you're a different personality. When you are selling a product, you're a different personality. So whether you're in which country you live, you're a different personality. You identify with that nation. Which religion you are born into, you are different personality. So we have different facets of our ego. Different masks we are wearing, multiple masks we are wearing. But the soul has no mask. Soul is pure consciousness. It's Satya Chit Anand. There are no stains on it. But when you vacate your body, physical body is gone, right? Like, which is called Annamay Kosh. We have 5 koshas, right? Annamay Kosh, Pranamay Kosh, Vigyanmay Kosh, Manomay Kosh, and Anandmay Kosh, right? So you vacate your physical body, which is your Annamay Kosh, the Sthul Sharir, right? Which is made of the 5 elements. So you vacate that body. But what goes along with your soul? And the 4th stage is Anandmay Kosh. Now, Anandmay Kosh is unaffected. That was not affected. That is your soul. That is the nature of your soul. That is not affected. What got affected in this lifetime is these 3 states. Pranamay Kosh, which is the vital life force in your body. Like when you meditate, you draw pranic energy. Or when you have fresh fruit, it has more pranic energy. When you have a stale fruit, it has less pranic shakti, right? So vital life force, right? So with meditation, you bring in more life force. When you wake up in the morning, when you have well rested in the sleep, you have more life force. In the night, you may be exhausted, tired, but morning, even after 8 hours of no food, you still feel more nourished, more alert, more active, more, because you have gotten active. Again, you have enough vital life force, right? So that is the Pranamay Kosh. Then there's a Manomay Kosh, which is about thoughts and emotions. Then there's a Vigyanmay Kosh, which is about intellect, which is your free will, which is what you make choices with, right? So these three things goes with you, along with your soul. Those are the imprints. It's like a cloth you are wearing. The soul goes with that cloth, right? And when you are in between life stages, you realize, oh, these are the stains I am carrying. Oh, I need to work on these stains. Oh, I need to be free from it. I am pure consciousness. I just want to experience that state, pure liberated state. I don't want to carry these stains along with me. Oh, so I'll take next lifetime to wash these stains. Right? Then you plan challenges which will give you opportunity to wash those emotional stains. Right? So this is how it is.
That's beautifully explained. Thank you so much, sir, and thanks, Kanchan. Now, sir, I think he knows now we all came here to put him in fix to come to Australia, which is very evident, I think. Thank you so much. We'll take last 3 questions who raised the hand, sir. If that's okay.
It will give more purpose to my holiday trip now.
Yes, absolutely. Rajeshwari, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes.
Thank you. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir. You're audible. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Very good speech and good explanation about karma with the simple examples in the day, regular life and all. So I used to ask some 1 or 2 questions, but already our masters has asked and I got answer from their views. But one thing, even though we are meditating, please understand my English little bit low level. So even though we are doing meditation since longer times and longer hours and all, everything, many books we read and all, but sometimes we got mine and my this feeling may not go out from our daily routine lives. So sometimes it is coming and interrupt us, and then even though we know about all those things are not permanent, we are immortal, like that, everything we know about it, but the time comes, the feelings are coming, and so even though those are reduced about all those 10 12 years meditation, we got reducing the feelings, but even though they are disturbing us. Any more suggestions for that, sir?
So, the good thing is the awareness. Awareness is the key agent for change. See, when you say, suppose I maybe say got angry with my son, maybe, got into some argument or something. Now, earlier, if I used to get into that argument or any kind of anger, I was unaware, and I'll add my stories and justify that ego loves justification that, oh, I was right and he's wrong. And then I will, use that, and then my authority and control, I'm a father and, how can he talk to me like this and like that, But now, oh, I got irritated. So I'm seeing the irritation in me. Not that I didn't get irritated. I got irritated, but I'm seeing that irritation in me. And I'm aware of that irritation. So at this moment, I decide to stay silent because I'm not in the right state of being. Right? So, or maybe I lost my temper. I still said something, but now I'm aware. So the moment I'm aware, I know this is not I want to be. This was the anger in me. This was the irritation in me. That means something, if somebody triggered me, whether it is my son or my friend, or any situation, if something triggered me, that means it is only indicative that there's something in me which I need to work on. There's something in me which I still need to heal. And then I become more aware. And seeing is freeing. The moment you see it, you are actually free from it, because now you're seeing as a third person, as a witness consciousness. And you have become free from it. The moment you see it as a witness consciousness, that feeling dissolves. It melts away. But the moment you identify with that feeling, me, personality, you see it from the ego sense, it will grip you more. You still stay gripped with that feeling. But the moment you see it as witness, it will dissolve, and now that feeling is going to teach you. It is a lesson. Now it is a teacher. Earlier it was a pain. Now that feeling is a teacher, that next time similar situation, I'll be more aware. I'll be more conscious. I'll not lose my connection. I'll not go unconscious, right? So now I don't regret. Now I don't carry the guilt. Rather, I take inspiration and I take it that feeling, that situation has become my teacher to do better next time, to be more aware next time. And that is the journey. So the journey is it's not about not feeling stress. It's not about not slipping, but it's about becoming aware the moment you slip and how fast you recover when you slip. Earlier, the same feeling could have gone on for two months or 2 days or 2 hours. Now, maybe in 2 minutes or maybe in 20 minutes, you're out of it. And you are able to see your own pattern because you understand that you went unconscious. You don't identify, identified, even if that other person went unconscious, you identified with their unconscious state. You attached yourself with their words, and that led to your suffering. So it's all these things can be a great tool for spiritual awakening. And now you take it as a spiritual experience. You don't take it as a materialistic or a mundane experience. You take it now because what leads to your transformation is a spiritual experience for you. So we can take as a tool for transformation, not as a tool to feel guilty or regret or shameful about it. No, right? And every time and next time that same thing happens and you are able to stay aligned and not lose your state of being and not go unconscious and still speak your truth from that state of being, it's a victory. And that victory will again inspire you. Oh, I did it. This time I was better. This time I was aligned. I didn't lose myself. And next time that is so empowering. And because you liberate so much of energy. Now, next time that inspires you in every situation, why not be like that? Why should I lose myself and feel powerless over things? Why not? Why give my power to people, places, things, time, or event, or to anybody's words or situations? Why not stay in my own? And that is so empowering. So that becomes a tool for transformation. And so don't worry that we are slipping. It's not about one day, fine day, and meditation, and then you are perfect next day. It's not like that. It's always degrees. Again, it's a spectrum. It's about degree of transformation. As you progress, as you meditate more, as you become more aware, more conscious, more you change in degree of enlightenment, right? It's not one fine day and I'm the enlightened, and till then you're in misery. No, now you're more state of being turns more into a happy state, less into a state of resistance. Earlier it was more in a state of resistance, less in a state of happiness or acceptance, right? So that degree changes, right? Right. So, and now, earlier, when you're in a state of resistance, you'll stay in that state for a longer time. Now you're able to recoup from it much faster. That is all the change happens. Like Chetna is going through that pain. Now that awareness is there, it's not about that she should not go through that pain or that pain is bad. It's just that with that awareness, she'll be able to recoup faster. Right?
Just simple, sir. One thing happened. So I used to give guided meditation to others sometimes whenever they got injured or something else, healing, and I went there and give some meditation. I will pray for them also. When my son got injured, I had a feeling more and more about my son got injured. So I'm doing meditation, but there is a pain inside my son. Then I got, so what realization I got, nothing is 10 years, 12 years meditation, what has given to me, like that I think, and I am asked now the question.
So a lot of time it takes time.
Yes, sir, I understood now.
But now you understand it's a role you are playing, right? The moment you know, I'm playing a role of my mother. Yes. And the only best way you can help the person is any of our loved ones, if you really want to help them, many times, when they go through, when your energy is like this, and when they go through their pain, the energy goes low. And in that low energy, in that low vibration, instead of we uplifting them, they downlift us because of our attachment. Oh, they are going through that pain, so I feel the pain. And then you're not helping yourself, you're not helping them. It's like, how can one beggar help another beggar? So if you truly want to help your son, the best way is to go in your meditation and see them, that your son is aligned, the son is joyful, he is happy, he's connected to his inner being, he's learning his life lessons, and that is what, and give that energy, see him happy, see him connected, and that is how you're helping them energetically. Physically, whatever, as a mother, father, we do what we have to do, right? But energetically, are you supporting them energetically? Our problem is we support them physically. In doing, we support. But in a state of being, we are actually downlifting them.
Yes, exactly.
So we take 2 steps in the state of doing, but we pull back 1.5 step from the state of being.
Yes.
Right? Because we are doing it, but not from the right state of being. But if you take 2 steps from a right state of being, right? And in the state of being is, rather than minus 1.5, now your state of being is also now plus 5. So 5 plus 2 is 7. You have taken 7 steps rather than half step. Right? So now the transformation in that person and in you will be exponential. The journey becomes joyful. Both become the tool for transformation for each other. His pain is helping your transformation, and your transformation is relieving his pain and helping his alignment. So we don't have to just support physically, we also have to support energetically. And first energetically, then physically.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Beautiful.
sir. Very good explanation, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thanks, sir. Okay. Without delay, we'll go to the next, Namita from Melbourne, Australia.
Hello, namaste, sir. Namaste, Shreans, sir.
Yeah,
I'm also part of your fan club and look forward for your Melbourne visit. My question is, I'll just go straight to the being conscious in the time. As you said to Richa earlier, that you said, if it's coming so hard to you, it means it might not be your blueprint, part of your blueprint. But also I think I confused myself and I want to clarify. So if like sometimes you face struggle with your relationship, let's say, and then you keep struggling and one partner, another partner or something like that, then we say something like that we need to evolve ourselves. That's why we're struggling. And then until we evolve ourselves, we won't change something in our life. So I'm just confused in now, if it's coming too hard as a relationship to our life, is it maybe it's not our part of blueprint, or it's something to learn, it's a learning for us?
Not for relationships. See, one is about your purpose or passion. I'm talking in context of your purpose, your passion.
Okay.
But in relationship, we all create our own reality. The fact that we are in that relationship now, we attracted it, we created it, right? Now, it's not about rejecting that relationship. It's not about what you do actually. It's what about your state of being. Even if you say you're in a challenging relationship and you think, oh, this relationship is not working from you, and I would say I want separation, right? Or I'm just giving a general example.
Yes.
I'm in a marriage and this is not working for me. I want separation. It's not about your separation or you are staying in the relationship. It's about from what state of being are you seeking separation? Are you seeking separation from a state of resentment, grievance, anger, frustration, or are you seeking or you choose to stay in the relationship from the same state? Now, for me, what you choose to do is not important. From what state of being you choose is important. Whether you continue to be in the relationship, what is important is You have transformed yourself. Now, independent of that relationship, you are at your peace. You are joy. You have no grievance. You have no resentment. You have no blame. Because blame keeps the wound alive. Now there's nothing to blame for. You take responsibility for your relationship. The moment you take responsibility, you empower yourself to transform, right? And you have transformed yourself. And from that state of transformation, maybe now, but the beauty is when you change yourself, when things change inside you, things change around you. Maybe your relationship will change. And now you may feel, oh, I don't need to. Actually, we are very happy and joyful now. Why should we seek divorce? Or the person behavior towards you may change, or the person may change. Some new relationship will come into your life, and you'll make a choice from that, and you'll attract that new person in your life, and then you'll say, oh, this is where I resonate with. But at the same time, you thank the person whom you are separating from, because that became a tool for your transformation. So you're not separating out of anger or frustration. You still would like to be good friends. You still like to have a cup of coffee and have a laugh with that person with whom you're separating also. So there's no anger and frustration. You're not making a choice out of anger or frustration. The choice is coming from acceptance and peace, right? So from what state of being you're choosing what you're doing. And then doing is a material, right? What the universe sees is your vibration, is your state of being. For the universe, it doesn't matter what you are doing. It's all about your being, right? So then whatever you're doing is right for you.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Answer my
you.
question. Thanks.
Thanks, Amita. All right, Shivani. You're on mute, Shivani.
Yeah. Namaste, sir, and another vote from Australia. You're most welcome. We are eagerly waiting for you. We are manifesting, fingers crossed. We will see you soon. And I'll jump to the question straight. My question is a little bit different with all the discussions. Being a meditator, I'm very compassionate, and I'm reading a book, Soul Plan, and it changed my thinking completely. However, with animals or the pets, it's not that I hate them, but I don't like them either. I'm scared of them. I don't like the smell. I don't like the touch. I feel them dirty. Nothing against them, all living beings. I respect them. How can I, like, for example, I'm scared of snakes is my biggest phobia. I think I feel if a snake come face to me, I'll get a heart attack and I'll die. So, how to start being loving animals.
So I will not say you have to start it. You don't have to start anything, right? The more you think about the snake, the more resistance will come into you. Right? The more you think, oh, I have to love snake, the more you will resist it. What is important is to go to transform yourself. And meditation is a tool for transformation, right? Naturally, you will feel that love will naturally flow. So you don't have to force yourself for anything.
Okay.
Spirituality is not about forcing anything.
Yeah.
Oh, because I have to be compassionate. Your first act of compassion is to love yourself.
Yeah.
Right? And that is what meditation tells us, to first love yourself. And secondly, you can do another tools like past life regressions. Say a snake thing, something you have a fear or phobia of. Now, fear and phobia, anything that you fear and you have a phobia of, is constantly drawing your energy.
But that's towards all animals, sir. Like I don't like any animal at all.
That's what I'm saying. So issue is not about the animal. Issue is about that fear and phobia is drawing your energy. It is not, that fear is in you, which is constantly drawing your energy. Don't think that it is lying idle. That fear is not lying idle. Every day you have a creative energy, but most of the energy is consumed by these fears. Because it needs energy to survive, no? The fact that fear is surviving, it is drawing energy from you. It's like every day you fill the bucket, but if there are holes in the bucket, the water is draining, right? So the fear is like that, those holes in the bucket, and it is constantly draining you. So you don't want, so what is not important is to love the animal. What is important is to release that fear to help to love yourself, because you love yourself. Right? And for that, you can do maybe past life regression. You can see, maybe you died in your past life out of maybe a snake bite. And it was that emotion, that imprint that you carried with you. And now that you fear that, which is fine, which is not that you did anything wrong or bad. It was just an ignorance. But the moment you experience that state and you realize that, oh, I died, but actually my soul too progressed. And it was only a progression. Honestly, I was carrying that emotional imprint of fear. And then you release that fear. Now, the moment you release that fear, now you no more fear snake, you no more fear any other animals. So you don't have to. So the issue is deal with the root cause and be your focus, not the animal, not the snake. Right? That you have to work on the fear. You don't have to work on the snake or that animal.
Loving ourselves is related to loving animals as well. Like I have a clear understanding that yes, what has happened has happened. Now it was soul. Soul is eternal. Still, if that still remains, like I'm just how to love ourselves, to that level, even though you have a theoretical understanding of the concepts, how to get over it.
So that is where we need different tools, right? One is meditation, which is of course a great tool, but a lot of times a past life regression can be a great tool. Breathwork can be a great tool. So there are different modalities, right? So many times, say in relationships, there's a family pattern going on. Transgenerational healing is a great tool, or a family constellation can be a great tool. These are very few, meditation is general, right? But then there are very few focused tools which can really help you go to the root cause and relieve that. So you use the other tools also for releasing that. And you're not releasing because you need to love the snake. The snake does not need your love. The snake is happy and beautiful the way it is,
Yes.
That animal is not craving for your love. The animal is happy and beautiful the way it is. The world does not need our many times when we become spiritual, we try to enforce spirituality on others. Oh, I have to transform the world. The world is very sacred and beautiful the way it is. And it is beautiful because of differences. And it is beautiful because of all uniquenesses, right? If the whole garden is only rose garden, or all you see or every flower is only a rose flower, you will lose, even you will start even enjoying the rose. But but if there are multiple flowers, then you enjoy all the flowers. So each other enhances each other's beauty, right? So the beauty comes from the contrast. The beauty does not come from the similarity. Right? Even in the relationship, the beauty comes from the contrast. The growth comes from the contrast. So the problem is not that you don't like them. Is not the snake or the animal. The problem is the feeling between, the resistance which comes from that. And that is the something which you need to work for yourself, not for the animal. So being compassionate towards animal is secondary. Being compassionate towards yourself and being because you love yourself and you're compassionate towards yourself, you want to remove that state of resistance from your state of being. And that is what you need to work on.
Okay.
And then being compassionate is your natural state. Once that fear is gone, when the wall of the fear is dropped, when the cloud of fear is gone, then the ray of compassion will naturally flow, because that is your natural state. That is not you need to work on.
Absolutely.
Yep. Got it, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, great question and great answer. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We are almost good. So before we conclude, we have a couple of things. I forgot. I have a question, probably a quick one.
No, I don't have time now. Sorry.
Okay.
Just joking.
Thanks, sir. So, see, I have seen you been with PSSM, and I have seen how instrumental you were in manifesting the Bangalore pyramid from flat ground, where I was one of the person who meditated on exactly the flat ground as a teenager, looking at that land. How a pyramid is going to be manifested here? How is it possible? It's just a flat grassland. Then I've seen it manifesting, and I know that how instrumental it was. And I also have seen how much love Patriji had for you. And every time I used to look into his eyes most of the time whenever he acts, and then when he looks at you, I have seen the love and the compassion and the respect that he had for you every time. And it was joyful to see that, and you working for PSSM and for many great achievements. So what is it that what Patriji means to you, the sense, in short, like, so I don't want to confine the question here, but keep it open, where what's Patriji to you?
For me, it was a spiritual guide, a father figure. At the same time, I was free to express my my doubts or my contradictions. I many times I disagreed to him in a separate room. But he gave all that freedom and that liberty to be separate, and he appreciated the differences, and he gave that clarity and concept. Also, he was a original master for truth. See, a lot of times when you are following so many spiritual masters, sometimes you get confused, sometimes you get carried away. But he gave me that honest truth without any biases, that, oh, my teaching is only the right teaching. He did not. In fact, he only recommended, we all know, right? He recommended so many books, so many masters. Even this book we are talking about, The Soul's Plan, was recommended by him. Robert Shaw's was introduced to me by Patri sir only, So, or even Dr. Joe Dispenza, or Ramtha for that matter, in 2000, was introduced to me by him. So all these big spiritual masters was introduced by him, but at the same time, he gave that clarity, जिससे का जो अच्छा लगे, जिसका जो best है, उससे वो ले लो. Take the best, and what you don't resonate, it, just leave it. Don't judge it. Don't leave it with the judgment. Just whitewash and leave it. Many times we leave it, but with a judgment. But what he taught me is just whitewash and leave it. Ignore it, as if you have not seen it. And take the best. That's what, even like for Western master, he said, we need to take that scientific temper from them, and they need to teach. They need to learn vegetarianism or compassionate towards animal from us. So this is an exchange. So, but many masters who were coming to Pyramid Valley or we were inviting were actually non-vegetarians. But he said, don't judge them for that. But we take the scientific temper for them, but we'll not take what we don't need to take. So he gave a lot of clarity. So I feel he was what I also liked is he was always very authentic and original. If he was feeling angry and if he had to shout on me, he will shout on me. There's no pretense of a Swami or some sadhu, or, oh, I have to be very, lovey-dovey. He was a master, Zen master with a stick, Yes. And he was. Now, many people liked it, many people left him, and he didn't care about it, because he said, I'll speak my truth. And that's what I liked, is the authenticity. It was very authentic. And simplicity, he lived his truth, right? He walked his path, he walked his talk. So all these things really inspired me. Yeah. And maybe I also feel many lifetimes of connections with him,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I personally resonated a lot. That's why, like, even though when I feel that, when I say that I haven't interacted with you much, but I feel so close to you that,
Yeah, somebody has one more question in case you
yeah,
want.
we will. Yes, we will. Lata, I'll get to you. So before
But you can
that,
complete yours if you have any more. Yeah.
yeah, no. I'm good. Thank you so much for sharing that. So I felt that, Patri sir is the reason for this interaction and these great programs as well, So I felt like, remembering him and then, talking, seeing Patriji through your view is something that is important, is what I felt. So thank you so much for that.
And I think the biggest beauty of Patri sir was he gave us all the freedom.
Absolutely.
Right? He never told us to idealize him. Right? In fact, he rejected that idealism, that's why I say follow the teachings, not the teacher.
Yes.
He said follow everyone, learn from everyone, but follow no one.
Yes.
Learn from everyone, but so he gave that liberty because otherwise, we see so many people follow one master and become like a cultish behavior.
That's
You only see from their lens.
Yes.
He helped us to see from everybody's view. And
exactly.
And that is what I learned from them, that everything is, even the truth is a perception. There's no absolute truth. It's a perception. Even we perceive truth at different stages of life differently, at different stages of consciousness differently, right? So, and you appreciate their lens.
Yes.
But just appreciate from their lens, you that is where oneness is. You feel oneness because brings the acceptance, right?
Absolutely. That's what, as a teenager also, what I admired is from Patriji is like, he was simple and straightforward, no exaggeration in whatsoever he speaks in terms of, just ground reality. So Sam, thank you so much, sir. So we'll go next. Yes, we have last couple. So Sam, who is also instrumental in bringing this program forward, like to share something. Sam?
So good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So I have been a volunteer with Pyramid Valley from last 2 decades. So you keep visiting for the board meetings and all.
Yes. I know.
Yeah. And thanks to all the IFSS team who were trained under Sagar sir and Chandra sir. Today it's been a Melbourne show, but there is a backbone team behind in the form of under the guidance of Rajan sir and the whole Pyramid Valley team. We always got inspired by you. I just want to thank on behalf of Sunil, Prithvi, and a big list of people, our team members. I don't want to, I can't take everybody's name. So the take home for me, one today was, while responding to the answer that you gave to Manoj, just because we die, we don't become better. So, that underlines the value of this physical life. The only scope of evolution is when you are in this body and how to utilize it. That's one thing. Thank you for that. And just now you said how Patriji used to see everything from everybody's perspective. That's the difference between a master and us. Today, being in PSSM for over 20 years, after, Patriji's physical exit, I still work with a lot of masters where I'm seeing the difference between the Patriji and the masters, how people get confined to their own initiatives or their own thoughts or their own organizations for that matter. Whereas Patriji used to, be them and work through them. And nobody was a competition, only a healthy competition. Such a beautiful spirit of developing a spiritual society, giving meditation to millions of people. So these are the 2 take homes for me which you underlined, sir. So now coming to the actual point,
and that's actually
we have been,
that's why Pace's movement is still working independently. Everybody is, because he never motivated us, he inspired us, right?
Correct. Totally.
Right?
Totally.
Because
And,
you only inspire when you live that, you walk that talk, right? And that inspiration lives in us, and that is inspiring us to connect with each other, working whatever we are doing in our respective ways, and that's what he left us, right? So now otherwise motivation may you need to impress the master, and you do because to show him. But now we don't need to do it because he has transformed us, and that transformation is now our own inspiration to do what we are doing.
Wonderful. The other day I was meditating with Simi Thakur, who just spoke a little while ago. She showed me a quote saying, work on improving, not proving. We were always trying to improve ourselves, seeing Patri sir. We never tried to prove because he always accepted us, appreciated us as we are. We never had to impress him. We are so lucky, sir, to have his time and spend so much time with him. But there are people who came into PSSM just 2 years ago. You won't believe. Right now, you have seen the Melbourne team. They all are just a couple of years old, and the dedication that they are showing for daily meditations. And we are going to ask you for two things in this session in front of all. One, Melbourne wants to organize an event like GCSS next year. They want to take all the spirit of Patriji and the guidance and the knowledge from you. That's one thing I am asking on behalf of Melbourne, because I belong to Melbourne too. I am from Melbourne talking right now, but I work from Dallas as well, USA. In Dallas, a miracle happened in the form of Omega Pyramid. You just don't know. Within the span of 3-4 months, the Dallas Masters could acquire 20 acres of land exclusively for pyramid.
I know. I'm aware of this.
You know that, right? So we have and they have been asking for so much of guidance, like how to go about building a pyramid and all, and they will not find a better person than you. So I request Omega Sharma sir, please, can you please unmute him, say hi to Shreans sir directly. Omega Sharma sir is from Dallas, Shreans sir. So he'll talk.
Hi, Shreans sir.
Sharma.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Thousands of people know you. So, so in the similar, I also know. I am also one of the thousands of people. Yeah. So, like Sampath sir said, so we have beautiful vision of bringing this Omega Pyramid to Dallas area in US, and this is going to be the first mega pyramid. So it's going to be Kartal size pyramid, and it's going to be the first one in North America. So, and this is, we are believing this is going to make a huge impact to bring more meditation, through meditation, global peace into this part of the world. So we are working very diligently on this project, and we know you have so much experience with Pyramid Valley. So we would like to be in touch and take your advices and guidance.
Sure. We can always connect on a call or a Zoom call, and you can, yeah. Whatever my input I will have to share, I'm happy to share all this. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, sir. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
So we have Shreyas Barde. Shreyas Barde, unka beta. So he is also a volunteer along with us in PBI.
Nice.
So we keep poking him. When are you bringing Shreyas? At last, he got freedom today from us. Thank you so much for your presence and your responses and knowledge, sir. Over to you, Hari. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Thank you so much. So as he said, I got this vision of doing similar to GCSS. I haven't shared to many people except Sampath till now. So we are planning a global celebration of spiritual sciences in Australia. You're the first one, and this is the first time that I'm even revealing the name of it. It is Celebration of Spiritual Sciences, which we are planning to host a mega global event in Melbourne, Australia. So this was my vision when I was in Germany in Bosnian pyramids, with a clear vision of how this celebration of spiritual sciences is going to happen. So you're the first guest invite to this program in Melbourne.
Thank you.
We'll contact you.
Pleasure.
And then we'll be in touch with you. That's what Breath Universe and many other spiritual organizations, including the Shreans Daga Foundation, to be collaborated and work towards, making it so big and a true global event in Melbourne.
Sure.
So we'll all celebrate together soon. Thank you so much.
Sure.
So probably one last question, Lata, who has been waiting. Sorry for making you wait, Lata Chaudhary. If you're there. Yeah, please go.
Unmute.
Lata,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, I have like it's already ready. So, what is my question is, you said you already tried like Brahma Kumaris, then now you connected to the Patriji PFSM, right? So, how to see? I'm also experiencing so many Brahma Kumaris I attended and Isha and Art of Living, but now Patrijis are and how do we know which one we are connecting? I'm still searching. I don't know what when I will connect to something. How to find it, sir? Maybe I'm missing something to basically means I'm not connecting to anything. I'm still
That's fine.
searching it.
Yeah. But so your emotions is your guidance system.
Emotions are okay.
We are not doing anything just for doing it, right? We're doing for transformation, which is emotional transformation.
Right.
And when you feel emotionally charged, you feel good, you feel emotionally transformed, whatever practice, that means that is working for you. That is what works for you.
Okay.
Yeah. And that also may change from time to time, right? So it's like a moving goalpost, it always changes as we evolve in our consciousness, in our connection with our consciousness. We go to the methods also can keep changing, right?
Right.
So like say I'm in Jainism, I was chanting mantras with my grandmother, and she used to teach us all those stotras and mantras. Maybe that became a stepping stone, but after a point I felt no, I'm not still. Now I feel I'm stagnant. I'm not growing now. So then meditation helped me, right? So you always will find what is helping you, because if you are spending your 30 minutes or 1 hour giving your time, at the end you want to get up as a new person, as an emotionally transformed person, and what tool or what method or what practice is helping you have that transformation will tell you what works for you.
Okay, got it. And one more thing is, sir, you see now almost 25 days over for this program. So something, if I got angry and shout at my kids, also my husband say, already you are attending 25 days, but we didn't see any change, and you are an angry or and still you are showing your emotions. So how to answer to them, sir?
You tell them when you are crossing the road and there's a road work going on, what is the sign there?
Maybe take another path or
Work
stop
in
there.
progress. Work in progress, right?
But, yeah.
You tell them I am also work in progress.
We all
We are all work in progress, right? Even I am teaching, but I am also work in progress. Right?
Okay, I listen. Somebody says even Patrijis are also means sometimes shout at others, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know that. So my feeling is if some family members see some change in me, that means I'm feeling now. I thought I will be connected to that. So I'm waiting for that when the family will see change in me.
But Patri says shouting does not give you an excuse for you to shout.
Okay.
Yeah. This shouting is for a different cause. This shouting is coming from to wake up your consciousness, to help you, to shake you up and to wake you up, right? Normally, when we shout within our family, or it is coming from our ego, from our anger, from our frustration, not from the So from what state of being he's shouting, and from what state of being I am shouting or you are shouting, it could be very different, right? So
Correct, sir.
so that shouting does not give us an it doesn't justify our shouting,
Okay,
right? Yeah.
got it. Thank you, sir.
That's great. Thank you so much,
Thank
Raka. Sir, I think so. This will be like a continuous, ongoing program. Probably I'll just combine a couple of questions and then finalize. I mean, as a final question. So one is, you mentioned about Patriji's, like, he is an inspiration, not just a motivation. Okay. So what's the difference in motivation, and also probably I think that's the question. And there is another question about tailored meditation program for any corporate sectors. So just a brief overview of the Shreans Daga Foundation and the programs that your foundation is doing at a high level, and how to reach out to your team to go further here. Thanks.
So I can be, you can mail me at sd@shreansdaga.org, or Chetna is there, or any of us in terms of Keshav can share the number of my assistant Sanskriti. You can reach out to her also, and I'm there. Yeah. So right. And Shreyas also has my phone number. You can take from him, and yeah, you can directly also reach out to me. Now, coming to the first question, what is the difference between inspiration
motivation?
Yeah. Many times motivation comes from ego, from the mind. Inspiration comes from your spirit, from your soul, right? Like, oh, I want to be a fast runner. I want to say do 5 kilometers every day. I need motivation. Okay, let me go and buy a best shoe. Let me have a best trainer to come. And, and so that the trainer is down now. So the trainer is my motivation to now run, right? And now I'm running. So that is motivation, right? But when I say inspiration, you don't need any trainer. You don't need any shoe. Even it is barefoot, you will do it, because you feel compelled to do it. You can't stop but do it. Right? So that is what inspiration is, right? You don't need any external influence. You can take inspiration from their lifetimes, but that drive comes from within. You don't need somebody to tell you. You don't need any reason to do it. You're doing it just because the doing gives you joy. Right? I don't need to have any goal or outcome. If I run, then I'll get I'll have a physical fitness. I run because running gives me joy. I feel inspired to run. The journey is the joy, not the goal.
Yes, absolutely. That's a great thing. As you said, Patricia always have inspired us in doing things, but not actually artificially motivated or pushed into something. So that's why it's not just because of him. It is because of us that we do a lot of work, even after his exit, or physically, or irrespective of any organizational boundaries. So that's why it's pyramid spiritual society's movement.
I'll interrupt. Also, I've seen over a period of time, a lot of people started with great enthusiasm, but maybe life situations, life challenges, they dropped out. And he really accepted that with grace and very open arms. And he respected that.
Absolutely, sir.
And so he never judged, oh my God, this guy left, and you are there and all of a sudden you disappeared, or you've taken a back seat. He never judged that, he honored everybody's journey.
That's right. That's another greatest thing.
Yeah.
In 25 years of my journey, I have seen many people who have played a key role who are nowhere today. I mean, and then there are so many new people coming and going, but he never focused on that aspect of, he gave that freedom of being associated or not. And it's a movement. And from this movement today, there are thousands of organizations that have come out. That's what I say. Like, he never created an organization, but it was a Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement, which has become a root to many such organizations. So with all that, thank you so much for joining us today. And it's one of the best sessions that we have done. And we look forward to see you in Melbourne, Australia as well very soon. And before and for me, it's a blessing. Thank you so much. And it's a great opportunity for me to
My
interact with
pleasure.
you.
I also thoroughly enjoyed these sessions today.
Thanks. And looking forward to connect with you and then do a lot of work in a bigger space as well. So thanks. And before we close the session, I would like to, if Rajan sir is there, I would like to invite Rajan sir, who's core of IFSS and have associated with Patriji over 25 years. Is Rajan sir there? Sir, if you're around. If you're not, oh yeah, okay, he had to travel, so he left. Then that's okay. So from IFSS and PSSM Global and Breath Universe and many other associated organizations and bodies, we thank you so much and lots of gratitude for you. We look forward for your more and more of your energies and classes across the groups. And with that,
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hari, and thank you all of you. It was such a great conversation. I really thoroughly enjoyed this interaction. So thank you all, and let's be connected. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
All right. With that, we'll end today's wonderful program with Shreans sir. The great insights and a kind of a benchmark session today for this program of My Time. Thank you so much, everyone. And now, next week, do we have a detail on the next week's program slide? If so, we'll see you all in next session. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Yeah. So next week we have, sorry, not next week. Tomorrow we have Sunil's session, Heal Your Past, Transform Your Future. Sunil hosting Rashmi Nair. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you.